for your honor, we are war. Strife in the age of wars. Strike for your honor, we are war. Fight to the fields of war. Titans fall will smash the walls, still worthy of Valhalla's halls. Storm the land and raise the shores, a nation born of war. Broken of soul, we've broken the bones of all. Strike for your honor, we are war. Strife in the age of wars. Strike for your honor, we are war. Fight to the fields of war. Blades ever broke, cracks in the armor upon the world. Out of the walls, stone feather lingering scars of 1,000 years.
Welcome, exiles. We're continuing today with the crafting. We're gonna craft probably next the shield. I managed to fix my helmet yesterday after the stream. We weren't really thinking about it. I guess I was tired, but it could be fixed, so now it has accuracy. I have to roll it a bit further, but it had cold res. And we were kinda, oh man, if we remove cold, we're gonna remove the cold pen. But what I did was transfer the cold res to lightning res, then I removed the lightning res. And then I added accuracy. So it can be done, even if you roll cold res, not a big deal. You just have to do some resist. Change modifier that grant cold resist into similar tier granting lightning resist, and then you remove it. So we managed to do that. So the helmet is done. I actually managed to grab one titanium spirit shield for 70 chaos, which I thought we would need, but I don't think we'll need it. We're gonna craft it a bit different. And I might actually craft the boots, so I bought them for 9 exalts. I might just sell them for same amount and craft the boots, because I think I want both modes, so I'm gonna combine them, and it's gonna be expensive. And I figured out one more thing for the amulet, because we were looking, where's the thing, the annoying thing. We were looking at Craft of Exile, which doesn't actually show the groups. So if we take a look, what is this here? This helmets. Okay, that's from yesterday. I'm gonna close that. If we take a look at jewelry, amulets, and it's a Redeemer mod, you can see there's called Leech as energy shield, there is called Leech as life. These two mods are actually the same mod. They are in the group of cold Leech or something like that. So if you have one of those, the other one doesn't want to roll. So technically you can count this as one mod. So we have 4 mods here, which is kind of too much, because even if we block this off, we don't have 4 prefixes. If we had 4 prefixes, this would have been really easy, but that doesn't exist in Path of Exile. However, if we take a look at POE DB, as I said, and we take a look at amulets, and where is the Redeemer? Okay, the Redeemer. You can see cold damage, leeched as life, and cold damage, leeched as energy shield are technically one roll, which are cold damage, leech, life leech. They can be energy shield leech too. So they are one roll. So if you get one of these, the other one won't roll. This means that we are left with cold pen, which we have. Actually, that's +1. We are left with damage penetrates cold, which we have on the amulet. So we have 2 mods, and we want plus level of cold skills. And we can block off one of the other mods. So if we roll this cold mod or this cold mod, we leave it on. And we could have left this one on because removing physical is cheaper. So we do remove fizz, add cold, remove fizz, add cold, remove fizz, add cold, and we can get the +1 at some point. And the thing is, this one is kind of 250. If we add catalyst, it can be 300, I think, or 3 something. But the catalyst also increases this one because this one is also elemental or something like that. So this one is also elemental, and this one is also elemental. So adding a catalyst doesn't help a lot in terms of rolling this. It does help a lot. It does help in rolling pen, but it doesn't help with rolling this. And you can definitely roll pen, so it's not like a big deal. And we should have started with the amulet that had the crit on it, because it would have been cheaper, way cheaper to finish it off later on. So this amulet was kinda... we have been screwing it up quite a bit, but we're gonna end up crafting it at some point. I think I'm not gonna craft it today because I'm pissed off at that amulet and I don't wanna craft it now. That's gonna be the last thing that I craft. So we're gonna craft a shield, which should be fairly easier. It's gonna be similar to the helmet that we crafted, but the base is gonna be way cheaper. Because we don't need implicit tension that costs 8 exalts on a good base. We did get our 4-1x for helmet. So we're gonna look at POE, DB, and on craft of exile this time around, so we get a full picture. Offhand, we want to craft a shield, and the thing that I want is recover, not mana but energy shield. I want that. I do, however, also want more things from it. This one will be fairly easy to hit. It's just one roll, doesn't have tears, so just hogging defense would give you that. However, we also want to get a chance to block spell damage, which has 2 tiers, and it cannot be rolled, so this one is a bit tricky already. And the other thing that we want to get is socketed gems have mana reservation. So getting these 2 things, this one is like not needed, but if we can buy a shield with those 2 things, that would do it, and then we finish it off. If we cannot do that, we'll have to get this mana reservation from somewhere else, and that would be from a hunter, because he also has the same thing. So we add a hunter influence, we combine them, which is gonna cost 4x to combine them, and the bases are probably gonna be... the hunter base is probably gonna be cheap, so we're gonna start with hunter base that has... socketed gems have minus 15 reservation. We buy a shaper one with chance to block and combine them. That base is gonna cost us around 5 to 6 exalts. So if we find a base that already has these 2 mods on a shaper item, we're also just fine buying that and not using Awakener Orb. So that's the idea. So let's take a look. We're also fine with buying combine if it's hunter or like somebody break the item if we can fix it. Yeah, that can also work. So socketed gems have... okay, have reduced mana reservation on a shield. I also want it to be titanium spirit shield because that's the highest ES shield. So we can see that that's not too crazy. We want 15. That's gonna be on a hunter base. We want it to be a shaper base. You can see like shaper base there. That's kind of fine. And we also wanted to do block. We want block. Chance to block spell damage. That one also has 2 rolls. We want 10 plus. So chance to block spell damage 10 plus. And this one is roll can be from, it's actually 15 or right here. That one doesn't have like it's either 10 or 15, so you say 15. But for this one it goes from 10 to 12, so we could say 10 plus, so we hit a tier 1 that way. And there we go. The base costs 6 exo. Wait, that's weird. The hunter also has the roll. Wait. What was I looking here? Wait, we have chance to block spells like this? We don't have to do it as a shaper? Oh, that is interesting. That is fairly interesting. So we don't need to do the combining. The only thing from Shaper that we want is reduced mana. The spell block can be already on it. But the recovery, yes, does not exist as a hunter, as far as I know. So we cannot do a hunter base. It has to be a shaper base. So here we go, like combined version. This was like what I was talking about. He also rolled cooldown recovery, which is fairly terrible. Chance to block spell is tier 2. Is this tier 2? I don't understand this. Oh, let me check here. Minus 15 is T1. Am I wrong about this? And this goes up to 12. I don't understand this why it's like tier 2. There is no T1. So the base with Shaper, because we cannot do Hunter, because we want block. Cooldown recovery, it's still like too much. 6 exalt is too much for me, because I can make it for less. And we also want a maximum cold. No, that, let me see. I think we can pull off +1 to cold gems. I'm just not sure like where it is. +1 cold. Ooh, dude, that's like just the base of it. I thought this would be a bit harder to do. So we have prefix. Okay, caster would be a bit asking much because there are too many caster stuff. Plus to level of all cold spell gems. That's like perfect. We would have to roll cold damage and this. And then YOLO remove cold to remove that. Actually, there's one more cold. Cold damage is extra chaos. And there's also cold res here as a shaper. That could be a bit tricky. That's 250. We would have to roll this cold, which cannot be removed. Actually, we don't have to roll it. I think we can craft it on a bench. So I'm pretty sure you can do that. Let me see. Shields. Cold damage to attacks. Cold damage is extra chaos damage. Yeah, we can definitely like block off some of that. We have to check that on POE DB better, because some of this stuff might have groups, as we kinda noticed before. So that would be one hand? No. Haven't used this site in a long while. Offhand? No. Shield. They're separate. So we're doing the intelligence shields. Let's see. Cold. Cold damage is in the group. Weapon caster damage, and the other one is also in the increase specific socketed gems. This is also caster. So we could not block caster. That would be awesome if we could do that. This one is fire chaos. We cannot really block that. Maximum cold res wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we hit it. But we also have, like, we're gonna be shaper. Oh, what does Hunter have something that's related to? Okay, he doesn't. You maximum kill stress, increase max life, max resist. Like, none of that's gonna roll, which is fine. So what we have is 4 things to roll. Gonna be yellow removes if we wanna hit that and nothing else. Yeah, 4 things. This one has the highest like chance. Has really high weighting, but it's like waiting for all of them. And since we're just gonna do cold, each of the cold has like 500 weighting, and so on and so forth. It doesn't like say, but this one has really high weighting. This one has a bit less weighting, and this one has about the same weighting as this. And this one also has like a pretty high rating, so we're gonna hit probably this one, then this one, and then we're gonna have to flip-flop between these two to get the one that we want to. They have a same rating, about the same rating, so we should hit it in 1 and 2 attempts. But then we're gonna need to remove. We cannot remove caster because that's gonna remove these two. So this one's gonna be a bit tricky. But we can block it off if we add increase fire or something. We can craft increase fire damage. That's not gonna be removed. We can later on just remove it. So we can block this one with just crafting something, which is actually the highest roll, so it should be fine. We can just craft. We can even craft cold. We can remove that afterwards because it's a bench craft. So that's blocking one of those. Let me kind of double check that, but I'm pretty sure we can do that. Cold fire, cold lightning, doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna add cold, or you can add this one, but I would add this one because this one has lower weighting. If you could craft both of them, then yeah, it would be better, but that would mean multi-modding as a suffix. Multi-mod would be 2 exiles, then you can multi those 2 things. I'm getting ideas, Let me think about it. So if I AUG, that looks pretty nice. If I AUG, we go and AUG. Let me kind of keep this like this because I might get an invite. If I AUG fire, I'm gonna get that. I might also... The problem is I might also get the... Actually, I'm gonna hit this if I AUG fire. Like, the weighting is way too high to, like, not miss it. So I AUG fire. That way I can remove it later on. I craft this one. And when I AUG the cold, the only thing that can roll is this. Haha! We figured it out. How to save money. That's like from the experience. We messed up that amulet first few tries and we messed up a whole bunch of stuff. Now we know how to think. So, AUG fire or lightning actually doesn't matter, like one of those things. Craft the extra damage. AUG cold. And you're done. They're like nothing else can roll. Actually, there is something else that can roll. It can roll this thing. So it's still gonna be a bit tricky. We cannot really get rid of this one. And we cannot add Shaper influence later on. That's the problem. If only we had like 4 prefixes, suffixes, that would work so good. Welcome, Radkapne. Yeah. That was a fine idea, but still gonna need to remove add a bit few times to actually get what I want. This has a higher rating, so I would actually leave this one on. And then flip-flop between these two until I get the thing. So I would start by... I would craft the cold, fire, or lightning damage. So I block this thing. We're crafting the shield. Should look something like this. Let me see. Like this. That's sort. This edit. So actually, you're better off looking at this thing here. I want socket gems, mana reservation. I want chance to block. I want +1 cold skills, and I want 5% energy shield when block. Pretty juicy. It's gonna be hard to actually get good ES on it, but the rest of the stuff we're gonna get. Then we would need to AUG lucky defense to actually get it. I haven't checked like the price of these. Let's check the price. That's gonna be interesting. It's not gonna be that hard, I can guarantee most of the stats. But yeah, let's see the price of this item. By the way, I managed to fix the helmet. Now he has accuracy. Here it is, like... It's not yet like good accuracy, but I managed to fix it. It had cold res. I moved cold res into lightning res, removed lightning res, augment attack, and got the accuracy on it. So now it has accuracy, +1 power, minus cold, avoid elemental ailments. The defense is kind of crap, but the other things are pretty good. What really helps any ACC you have on? What do you mean ACC? Okay, so let's see how expensive this thing would have been. So it has to be +1 to level of cold. has chance to block spells, mana reservation, and I did chance to block, I did mana reservation, reduce cost of... Reduce... Do we already have that one? We have block, we have level, oh, recover the thing. Ah, you mean the... Okay, accuracy. I wasn't sure, like, what was ACC accuracy, okay. Because we have level 20 precision, still have 100% on hit accuracy. We probably have some accuracy somewhere else. I had, like, 21 precision and still didn't have all the accuracy I needed. I still had to add a lot of accuracy to have 100%. Maybe you're running with a shield, because with a shield I think you need less accuracy. Because you're just using one weapon, and well, when dual wielding, I think you need more. And this needs to be 5. Alright, there we go, that's the shield. Not that crazy in price. That's kind of fine. And he has crafted energy, so yeah. Instant Warcry shield, what is that? Dude? That thing exists? What is an instant Warcry shield? Dude, I don't know about it. Increased cooldown recovery for Warcries? We got some sub. Thanks for sub, Amelia. It gives call to arms. Increased Warcry buff effect, increased area effect, cold res. It's evasion shield, increase evasion rating, movement speed. That is fairly interesting. That is fairly interesting. That would be really good for a life base because you're evasion all the way, so you could get call to arms. You would have the Enduring Cry, getting endurance charges for survivability. You would get... does Cry Wolf still work as it was? So could you get Rage from that? Yeah, that's what we did like last season for like Enduring Cry, left click. Do you have a cluster jewel with Cry Wolf or not? We used that for our one with nothing build last season to generate rage on a gladiator. That was pretty fun. I'm not sure if that works the same because now we have some power. It's not rage. I don't know how rage works now. They messed around too much with it. But that is fairly interesting, honestly. For a live base, if I known that that existed, I would have used it. What do you want? Okay. Cold damage, Doriani, yeah. But if we could get rage, that would be crazy for movement speed and everything. That is fairly interesting. So the shield that we gonna make is worth around 17 exalts. I'm pretty sure I can make it for less. Probably. We wanna see if we wanna start with... it would be fairly interesting if we can start without using Hunter Shaper and just use Hunter. That way we have less row of other kind of stuff. So this is like everything that we want to hit. This one is like fairly easy to add on. So without that, like you get get it for 7 exals? I mean, technically this can be fairly easily fixed. Dude, like for 7 exals, this is a steal. You can remove life, you can remove spell damage. I think you can remove spell damage. I have to check. Like, this looks interesting because the base is gonna cost 5 exalts. Like, this guy is underpricing it quite a bit. He has life on it, which is fairly bad. And item level is 83. So I would have to consult this if it's okay to kind of try to fix it. Spell block 83, that's kind of fine. You don't do spell block there. You do these 2 things, and you want as a suffix. What do we want as a suffix? I mean, I'm not sure. What do we want as a suffix? We have just block spells, level of cold, that's prefix, recover, and the thing. Okay, recover and mana are suffixes. So, mana, where's mana? That's mana and recover. Okay, suffix is there. You can get away with 80. And what about this? The gems are like you can get it on item level 2, which is funny. Like not needed anything there. And you want you want high defense. That's gonna 84 is gonna like cripple you quite a bit. It's gonna you're gonna have to roll this. I mean, it's 20 energy shield there, so it is a fairly like easy to fix thing, but you would have like less defense on it for sure. And spell damage is a prefix. What is spell damage? That's probably caster. Spell damage. Spell damage is pure caster, but so is the level of socketed skill gems. So you would have really hard time removing this thing and not removing this thing. It's 50-50 chance to break it, basically. And if you break it, you need to craft it again. So it is kinda trash. I don't know why he combined these two, because I'm level 83. Why did you combine these two, dude? Like, that's a waste of Awakener Orb. And he bricked it with spell damage. I don't know how he made spell damage there. He probably augmented caster to get the cold skills. Not that one. And got super lucky because caster can roll a whole bunch of crap. I don't know how he got that caster mod there. So I'm not like impressed by that. Even if you fix it, it's still not worth it. This one, I am level 86. Yeah, I don't want to look anything that's under 86 because of defense. Like, for this one, he got everything, but left it like that. Increased energy shield is pretty low level. He didn't finish the shield, he started crafting it and left it like that. And he's asking for 14x for unfinished product. And you can get this, you can guarantee these two mods fairly easy. Not fairly easy, you can guarantee it 100% of the time. You might get screwed when you combine and get something that's hard to remove. Then you would have to either start over or YOLO remove, but once you YOLO remove, it's gonna be really hard to get the mana back in the mix, and spell damage, that's gonna be really hard to get both of those stats going on.
I wanna make sound.
Let me see if that's even possible. So you want spell damage. If you want to roll these two mods, how would you get them with fossils, for instance? Not the same thing. Because you could technically get this on a Shaper base without Hunter, which would be cheaper. So if you spam loosened fossils, you need to spam a lot of them. That is more mana, which is gonna increase the chances of this rolling, but the spell block is kinda gonna be hard, and you're gonna be having hard time removing mana from here, so it's gonna be pretty trashy time, so you cannot really do that properly. So I think the best way is to actually get the Hunter mana mod instead. And if you go with something a bit more crazier, it's like 400 tries. The least amount of tries is this, which is again. Now if you break it, you break it, and that's all. You cut your losses and leave it be. Because this is not tagged, this is mana tag, so you can't like force them any other way. So the only way is to combine Hunter and Shaper. So you start with one of the cheaper ones, item level 86. You see like you say you don't want these 4 to roll actually 5, you don't want this. You want Shaper or Hunter, you don't want it to be Fracture, you don't want it to be Synthesized, you don't want it to be Corrupted. It's item level 86. Actually, you cannot say any, because then it's gonna be nothing. You want it to be, let's say, first check Hunter. Hunter shields you can buy for 1x, we want this. If you can get it, we want it. Wait a second there. There's a lot of price fixing going on with the beasts. I've seen people put them for 10 kills, for 1x, for something like put 20, 30 beasts on sale, and they don't answer at all. So price fixing. I think the split beasts are really in the demand now. %40 increased damage with hits against shield enemies, a good thing on a belt for CoC Ice Nova, I think it is. I think that's also available on gloves, if I'm not mistaken. You can definitely get it on belt. Gloves. You have 50% increased damage with hits against shield enemies. But that's with hits. I don't think that's actually a good mod, because hits is Cyclone, not the Nova. With hits, I have to assume that's for Cyclone. I don't know. I kinda seen that that the people roll that on their belts, and like I have one CoC build that's pretty expensive here, and he has that increased damage with hits against chill enemies. Increased spell damage during any flask effect is pretty good, but why do you want increased damage with hits against chilled enemies? I mean, you're kinda scaling your Cyclone damage too, which is fine, but like scaling 2 things at a time is usually not a good idea. Let me see what this guy has belt. Increased damage against shield enemies, again the same thing. Increased damage with hits against shield enemies. If I don't know, I don't think that works on spells. We can actually check that fairly easily in a POB. So if we take a look at his Ice Nova, Cyclone Ice Nova, his Ice Nova does 1,400,000. Let's find that belt. Belt is called Vortex, and we're just gonna remove that and save. And when we save, does it Apparently it works. It's not like crazy good. I mean, it doesn't increase his damage by too much. Let's see on a Cyclone. So we remove this. Save. It does. Is enemy chilled? Yeah, it's ticked, so it should work. Dude, like that's not a lot of damage. I would definitely not prioritize having that on a belt because, like removing this removes from his Ice Nova, like that's trash compared to the base damage that he has. I wouldn't really roll this. If this is getting calculated correctly, I would have not rolled this. Increased damage with hits against chilled enemies. Let's remove that. Save. This one, it does increase your damage, but it's not like as much as something else. Like if you remove the nearby enemies have cold resistance, that would be a lot more. So if we remove this, which is pen, that's like 1k there, more than 1k. The amulet that I wanted to craft dust is this. No, that's ring. Wait. Amulet is called. Getting lost. Dusk. Oh, it's a dusk. Dusk. Here we go. If you remove pen, you remove these two things. Look at the difference now. Boop. Like that's 200. It works, but I wouldn't prioritize it. If you can get it, get it. If not, like leave it be. It's probably not hard to get. I mean, also, that's the thing. It's probably not hard to get. So the shield as Hunter Influence is 100k, and we want to give. Let's see what we want to have. On a Hunter, we want mana reservation. And on a Shaper, we want chance to block spells. We want to guarantee those two. I don't think you can roll both spells. That's like, you can check that here. Block. There we go. So this is spell block percentage group, and this one is also gonna be spell block percentage, so you cannot roll both of them, is what I'm saying. So you guarantee it when you combine the bases, and you just get them from here, like you get that. So you will get Hunter with mana reservation. If you can help it, but that's 1.5x. And the base without that is 140. So you pay 70 kills if you don't want to roll the mod, which the mod is. I would roll it, like it's 1000 rating, so it should pop fairly easily. If you do it with alterations, if you do alteration, augmentation, just want to roll this thing, you should hit it in like 100, 200 tries maybe. So like 41 kills. And you would pay 70 kills for already rolled, so you're technically not really like. You're gonna need like 20 minutes to get this probably, so is your 20 minutes worth 30 kills is kinda a question. And you want also, I wanna copy this because I want 2 tabs. And you also want the spell block on Well, you can say any, it's gonna pop up. Any shield. Doesn't have to be titanium shield, it can be shield. So you want spell block on a shield. That's gonna be fairly cheap. It has to be shaper spell block. So you say shaper. Chance to block spell of shaping. So you can see that this one cannot work because it has 2 shape mods. This one has more shape mods. Shape. So you have to find one that has just 1 shape mod. It's gonna be fairly like hard to find, but here we go. Actually, no, that's not it. Reduce mana reservation. Oh, what are we looking? We are not looking for reduced mana reservation. We're looking for the spell block. Let's do 12. Doesn't matter. Chance to block spell of shaping. We could probably like remove something, but it should be fairly cheap. We just have to look a bit harder. Chance to block spell. This one is probably has few shape mods. Has 2. Shaping, 2 shaping mods. Chance to block shaping, 2 shaping mods. You could buy one and YOLO remove the other thing. But here we go. That's actually 2 shaping mods. Shaping. Okay, this one can work. Spell block. This one can work. There you go. For 15 cows. We buy that one for 15 cows. You take Colossal for best armor and the day harmonic or gives you. Harmonic Spirit Shield is seeking, shaping, 1 shaping, that's it. Okay, there we go. We have the shape shield. That's one that's gonna get destroyed. Crit. Let me see if we don't mess this up. Shaping is chance to block. We have just 1 shape mod, so it's fine. Your English is bad today? Yeah. Okay, let's grab the Hunter one. So the Hunter one should have the spell block. Actually, no, mana reservation. What we got spell block here. We got spell block, so we need mana reservation. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, it has to be 15. And this one has to be, yeah, Hunter. And this. So you can see, like, for 1.5x we can skip the making of it. He has 1 hunt. This fairly lucky, because we would have to roll quite a bit if we were to use different base. So if we get this one, it is fairly cheap. One that's 70, maybe a bit more than 70, but yeah. Hunter shield with reduced mana reservation, that is it. Thank you. Hopefully we didn't mess up anything. We have to triple check, like we do. Item level is 86. He has hunt. Okay, the other mods are just fine. So if we combine these two, we'll get chance to block plus reduce mana reservation, and that is what we wanted to get. It's fairly cheap. We got one for 15 chaos, the other one for 1.5 chaos, and we'll need another 4x to combine them, so for 5 point something. And we probably will finish it upwards of 7 to 8 exalts when it's done. So we need to... let me kind of double check. We have chance to block spell damage and these two mods. What is the prefix that we also want on it? The prefix on the shield. Oh yeah, we want the block. Okay. I know what we're doing. We want an ES block. Those are our prefixes. A DX block we won't do straight away because that one is fairly easy to augment. So we don't really want to augment it, because if we do remove add defense to get the higher defense rolls here, we're gonna be messing with that one quite a bit. So if we hit some res, that's gonna be the best outcome that it can happen. So we're gonna leave it be there. We don't want it to be cold res because that's gonna be a bit annoying, but we're kind of getting there. So let's combine them. We need Awakener Orb. Awakener. Been like eating Awakener Orbs quite a bit for my gear. Awakener Orb. Okay, went a bit down in price, which is cool. This is not on top of the things. I'm gonna get... Actually, I do have chaos. I don't want it to pay in chaos. I'm gonna pay in exalts. So I have chaos for trades. I ask for change. Let's go to the next guy. Probably gonna end up paying 4 anyways. YOLO, this is the moment. This is the moment. We'll see what happens. Okay, we're kind of running a bit low there. We have stuff to sell. We're gonna make some money soon. I'm having a good feeling about it. And I probably have to sell like my Caspris. I have 4 Caspris Malices. Who needs 4 Caspris Malices? Dude, like, we don't need that many. I'm probably just gonna keep one high attack speed and one low attack speed one, and just like sell the other ones. That's a mistake. Let's see how much it's worth. We can put one on sale. So this one is 13 to 14. 1.5. I'm gonna do 1.9. I'm gonna be greedy. 1.9. Exact price 1.9. And let me see. That one has weird colors. Let's actually sell both of them because I don't think we need that attack speed. We might, but we don't really need it. Though they're pretty similar, so putting them both on sale is probably like... I'm gonna put this one for 2.9. Maybe super greedy with this one. Maybe somebody makes a mistake. There we go. We are combining these two. We start with... let's not mess it up. This one is item level 86, Titanium Spirit Shield. This one is Harmonic Spirit Shield. So we do this one, then this one. Let's see what we got. Spell damage. It's not what I wanted. To all max res, fizz. Prefix. Physical damage to attacks that can be removed. Spell damage is a caster, we can remove that. Max res is kinda... I would leave it. Dudes, I would leave it be. Maybe. I cannot leave it be. Because I won't get recovery yes when blocked. Can I somehow remove this? Probably not. Like, probably not. Let's see. This is kinda a bummer. That's actually a prefix. Wait, let's see. To max resist, that's a prefix, not a suffix. Wait, that's kinda fine. What are our suffixes? I can actually leave a prefix like that. Our prefix is spell damage, which is a caster, and this one, the other one we can remove. That is actually fine. It makes it a bit weird, but it's actually fine. Having plus to all max res is just fine. You would probably have a really hard time actually getting that on a shield if you wanted that, so it is kind of fine, but makes it a bit harder to get +1 cold, because we have +1 there, making it that we have just 2 prefixes to play around with here. So let's actually take a look here. So we just have 2 prefixes, meaning that if we wanted to get the cold, there's a cold here, which is where we actually get all our res. So we're gonna hit this, which is kind of bummer there. And the other, let me just type cold so we see like all the cold ones that we have. We wanna block this one, that's what we want. But then we have this, and this, which we're most of the time we're gonna be hitting this one. This means that we have to do a lot of removes, which is gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard to hit this one, because you have to, like, you're gonna hit this and you have just one open prefix. Actually, we're gonna close one prefix because this one has a really high rating, so we don't want it to roll. There is a way to salvage this, but it's gonna cost 2 exalts, which is not what I wanted, because the rest of it is kind of just fine, but getting +1 cold is gonna be ridiculously hard. Block this one, you have to roll remove cold, add cold, remove cold, add cold, because you have just one open, and even if you do remove cold, add cold, actually you block with fire, so you're not gonna remove this. So if you block with fire, block it with fire, you do fire. Why can I do that? I have fizz damage to melee attacks. Fizz damage to melee attacks. Prefix. Spell damage. I have spell damage, which is caster. Maybe that's why I cannot. We can fix this by doing suffixes cannot be changed, which is a 2 exalt craft, I think. Yeah, it's probably the same thing as this. And then we just cover it. We're gonna remove everything basically that we don't want. We're gonna remove the spell damage. We're gonna remove the fizz. We're gonna remove the +1 max res if we do that. And then we can roll +1 cold. Or we not do +1 cold, which is a lot of damage, but instead remove the fizz and remove the spell and just aug defense twice and be happy with that. We won't recover the ES on block. Actually, we have recover ES on block. Yeah, we have that. We won't have the increased damage, but we would have increased resistances, which would make us a bit more tankier. Let me see how expensive the shield is with that, because maybe we don't want to destroy it. +2 maximum elemental resistance. How is the mod called? 2 all maximum elemental resist. That's a pretty valuable mod. So having that plus spell block on a shield, and we can pretty much guarantee that one. We have to say any here so it doesn't like interfere. Doesn't matter if it's corrupted. Also the item level doesn't matter too. Let me just get like that mod, see if I roll that correctly. +2 all elemental resist. Then we do solid gems have mana and chance to block. That is fairly good. I don't think you can roll that at all. It doesn't even exist, so I wouldn't really want to destroy it because rolling that is almost impossible. Yeah, like doing just 2 of those, like this is possible to get max res. He got max res, he got the cold res too, so it's possible to get it. It's not impossible, it's possible, but it's gonna cost a lot of currency. And he didn't get the spell block, and I also have the spell block, so he combined the max res. Actually, he didn't combine it. He got lucky with these 2 rolls because they're really hard to get both of them. So even like with those 2 mods, is with other mods or nothing special, is 10x. And I also, on everything, I also have spell block, which honestly, guys, I would destroy the shield. I mean, this doesn't exist. Even if I don't wanna like mess around with it, I could probably put it straight away for 30x and somebody would buy it, because rolling this is nearly impossible. Since you have the... you have to get lucky. I mean, there's no other way. You have to get lucky, because this doesn't have a tag and it's 250 baiting, so... getting T1 max res, plus getting spell block, plus getting mana reservation, like this, those are 3 influence modifiers that don't have tags, basically. So I'm not gonna destroy it. I'm not gonna destroy it. That would be fairly stupid on my part. So I'm going to remove the... I think the spell damage... let's see if spell damage is counted as something, so we don't... the spell damage is also counted as... yeah, yeah, that also covers the cold damage here, so it won't roll, but later on I would have a really hard time actually removing it, so I don't want it on my item. I want to craft fire so I can remove fire. That's gonna be way easier to remove. So we block off that thing, then we flip-flop between max cold res. Would be interesting to get also max cold 3. So you have you would have +2 +5 to cold, and you would have 77 all res and 80 cold res. If you get cold res, it would be pretty defensive thing. Can't you remove caster and og cold? I can, but I don't want this to roll again because it has a really high weighting. So I'm going to remove caster. Then I'm going to craft fire, because fire is not gonna be removed when I do remove cold, add cold. And then I'm going to do remove cold, add cold. That's gonna have... this has a really high weighting for some reason, but it's gonna have twice as likely to roll this. So I think this actually will have, because I'm rolling with cold, it's kind of the same weighting there, but I'm not sure if this is gonna be how this is being rolled. Is it like going to be this weighting because these are removed? Yeah, it's gonna be this weighting because these are removed. These are like only things that can roll. Because this is twice as likely to roll, and this can roll, that's 3, and 1 in 5, 6 times I will probably get the cold +2 cold. And pushing it to get the max cold res would be stupid. So we know what we need to do. We need to remove caster to begin with. And we're gonna leave the fizz damage to attacks because it's not being in the way. We're gonna remove it later on because that's the only fizz mod. And then we're gonna AUG defense at the latest stage. So remove caster. Yeah, no, the chances. I'm working with Astral Explode chest. Yeah, that's nice. That is a bit easier to craft than what I made here, because life is way easier to handle than energy shield. That's why I was kind of really hesitant of crafting energy shield gear. That is, you did 2 mana cost. This damage means reduced reflected physical damage. You're not doing the thing, you had no luck. Are you doing the same build as I am or something else? Because you get fizz damage, kinda don't need that. Remove caster 76, that's what we need. Something else, yeah, okay. Let's do this. Remove caster modifier boop. There we go. Now we do the Righteous Fire Chieftain. Interesting. That's one of the earliest builds I ever played, and I like it. So we do fire. Add fire, cold, fire, lightning. Not gonna be removed. Fire, lightning. So there we go. Like, we add fire, lightning, and we can remove either fire or lightning later on. Is gonna be removed. And it's a caster mod. It's still a caster mod. It's gonna block. It's gonna block that really high roll here. So it's gonna block here because we have. Actually, we did added damage. That might not be the same thing. Um, Let's see if it's the same thing. We can check here. Where is the? That's the thing that we did. We did fire lightning. Fire lightning damage. This is added fire and lightning damage, which is not the same as this thing here, which is weapon caster damage prefix. So we need to increase fire or something like that here, or lightning. So we need to aug it with lightning. Can lightning do? Okay, we don't want to aug it with lightning because there's a maximum lightning res here. I mean, it's gonna hit this for sure, but I think we want to do fire because there's there's no fire here, so that's that. Is there a hunter? Where's hunter? Shaper, elder, redeemer, hunter. Okay, hunter doesn't have fire. This has the highest fire roll, so it's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna increase the fire damage for sure. There is also incursion. This fire damage which can roll, okay, but that's added fire damage. Fire damage is extra chaos damage that can be crafted. But look at this, like this roll is 1.2k, this is 11k, so we want to aug fire. Or lightning for that matter, but lightning also has a chance to roll this. Not a really high chance, but we are better off with doing fire. So this thing is actually no-go, we have to remove it. So we do remove crafted mods, there we go. What seeds are expensive? You can check that on POE Ninja. Do POE Ninja, there should be seeds. The most expensive one are Primal Blister Fruit, which are tier 4. If you select T1s, the Vivid Thorn Weaver Seed. This one, the most expensive ones are the Reveal Random Speed Modifier Crafting Effect with Harvest. That's a... If you're gonna farm something, that's a 2x, I think, craft. If you get a speed mod. So no wonder it's like 11 chaos. So if you can snipe off these seeds for cheaper, at item level 76, so you would go here. I don't think you can like force the item level, which is kind of bummer. You can force the item level, that is like you can snipe them off here, but you see like 2 people are selling it, you can try sniping them. So just like that is one thing that we can do. I mean, though, you would probably have to do a lot of trades, but you can snipe them. Each trade would be worth like... Dude, like if I was to buy this for 3 of these for 1 chaos, that's 30 chaos for 3 chaos. That is interesting. Let's try that. Probably not gonna happen, because he got whispered already, I guarantee you that. But you could add this to the sniping filter. And be first to whisper them. That is a good idea. I mean, it's kind of... Yeah, let's do that. So let's add a max price of 1 chaos. So it doesn't show like a lot of them. Maybe I would do 2 chaos trades. 2 chaos trades. Okay, this one is already gone. So do two chaos trades. Get that. Where's my sniping thing? It's beneath everything, probably. Oh, it's actually here, but it's not pinned on top. Let's add a new one. Speed seed 10C. There we go. We are sniping. We are sniping. I wasn't really thinking about it, but here you go. We have an idea. So we aug lightning or fire. And fire. I should have those. I never use them. Lucky values. I don't want to waste that one. Augment with fire. Lucky values. Augment fire. Sorry, I had to go to door. Okay. Oh yeah. What did you do for the seed sniping? I added sniping the where's the seeds? Yeah, let's see. So I checked on POE Ninja the seeds. I decided to go T1 seeds. I took a look at speed seeds because they're the most expensive. I made sure the item level is correct, so the item level is 76 plus. I put 2 chaos max buyout, and I put that in my I copied that into the sniping program. So as soon as like some pop up for 1-2 chaos, I'll buy them, and that's like, if he sells me more than 2 seeds, I made like 10-20 chaos, 30 chaos. If he's like, how many he sells me for 1 or 2 chaos, I made like 10 times per. I have like 800 seeds item level. I need to sell them. First, sort them out properly. See like which ones are expensive, so you don't sell speed seeds by mistake for more money than they are. So make sure you do that. We might need to remove fire, add fire. Fire, add fire. Remove remove fire, add fire. I really doubt we'll need that, but remove fire, add fire. Maybe we'll need it. So we forced close the so we can remove it afterwards. So we need to aug fire. Maybe need to reroll it. Probably not. Augment fire modifier is gonna be prefix. We got a fire res? How did we get the fire res? We have an open suffix? Prefix, prefix, suffix. How do we have an open suffix? We need to remove fire. Crap. How did we have an open... We can also do the lightning, aug lightning, then we can remove fire and lightning. Let's try to find aug lightning. We have that. And lightning. We don't have that many, and it might mess up things. I'm going to remove fire. Remove fire, add fire, augment, remove fire, add fire, augment. I will need another augment anyways. Is that lucky value? No, I don't want lucky. Remove fire, remove non-fire, augment fire, okay. Is your craft still there? Did Harvest pick that? What do you mean? I didn't lost any. So let's go remove that fire mod because I'm an idiot. I had an open suffix. I don't know why I'm going there. Remove random fire. No. Remove fire. Remove fire mod. Remove fire mod. There we go, remove fire mod. Let's go craft lightning res or anything. I'll craft strength because that cannot be targeted in any way. So I'm gonna craft suffix, I'm gonna craft strength. There we go. That cannot be messed up in any way. Then we're gonna do, okay, we don't need augment fire. Yeah, we need that. So we're gonna aug fire. It should be increased fire damage. Is that what we wanted? I think that's what we wanted. Let me double check. It is increased. Yes, that has to roll. So now we have two open prefixes. Let's see, two open suffixes. I think let me think about it. We have prefix, all max res. No, we don't have that because we have a prefix, all max res. We have fire, which we blocked one cold mod that way. We have closed off suffixes. We need to remove physical now. So we need remove physical. And then we need aug colds. Horticrafts. Remove fizz. Non-fizz. Non-fizz. I don't think I have one. Non-fizz. Augment. Non-fizz. I don't have. The fizz one should actually be fairly cheap to get. And once we remove it, we won't have to worry about it anymore. Because we have just one open prefix, and we're just gonna do remove add cold, remove add cold, remove add cold. And it's gonna be fairly easy, maybe 5-10 tries should hit it. And we're gonna have +2 max res, cold, but we're gonna be left with just one prefix for doing energy shield, which is kinda not the greatest. To be honest, I'm gonna be a bit starved on energy shield because we're gonna have less energy shield. And we kinda messed one thing up beforehand. We didn't add quality. We messed up a tiny bit. Not too much, but we did mess up the quality too. We lost 10 quality. We cannot fix it. We cannot add quality. Hillock can add just to armor, I think. You cannot add to the shield. Let me check if it can be fixed. We should have done the perfect fossil first. Improve quality of armor is armor. I don't think shield is counted as armor. Is shield counted as weapon? If I know how to type, that would be nice. Anyone knows if Hillock can add quality to a shield? Hillock, shield. Does Hillock syndicate reward works on shields? The armor crot works. Okay. Shield is in armor. We can fix it. That is fine. So we need the Hillock in where he needs to go. Where is Hillock? Hillock with the armor fortification. We need to rank him up. I think he's already in fortification. We kind of screwed up. We could have gotten the quality straight away. but is salvageable. Show investigation. Heloc at the moment is nowhere, but we can force him in fortification. That's not gonna be too hard. That's my mistake. I could also finish crafting it and just sell it with 2 max res, because that's not what I wanted. But yeah, it is possible to do it that way. So, remove fizz. Should be fairly cheap. Min vouchers, I know, 10. Actually, I want 30 this time around. 76, because I don't want somebody screwing this up for me. Let's pay. I guess we'll try this for 5. Good. There we go. I probably want more here. Okay, that is fine, I think. So we have prefix, suffix, master crafted. There we go, the seed. 1.5 kills. We probably won't get invited.
On this path I've taken, check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Whoa. I'm not laughing at the irony. Oh no. So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Wherever you're going, whatever you do, I'm out in the dark, keeping watch over you. So poison the ivy.
Let me see the vouch. Let me vouch this guy. How cold and one cool.
Is your taunting true? Am I as crazy as you? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Whoa.
Actually, I watch them later on.
Now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? Check my head, I guess the joke's on me. Oh, I'm not laughing at the irony.
See what he got us with fire damage. recoil resist.
So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat? So riddle me this now and riddle me that. Does anyone really know the mind of the bat?
35, 25, so 60. Yeah. Okay. Plus 1 remove fees. Plus 1 of gold. Plus 1 to remove. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna take a small break for the dinner, but after that I'm not sure like how long I'll stream because I'll have to go to exercise, no gym, because it doesn't work, but I'll go outside for fresh air. Sitting at computer every day, maybe not the greatest idea. So, break. 20 minutes, then we do a bit more, and yeah, it's gonna be a shorter stream than usual. So, be back in 15 minutes.
the sins that I've come to put right. A name on the bolt and a face in my sights, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Slave to the scar and the torturous tone, shackled to violence, I've hunted my own. Vengeance will grant me the means to atone, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Noble of nature and scarlet of scale, destined to ever be held up and hailed. Fallen from grace with a tear in the veil, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Hammers and fire combine, purging the curse, rising into the divine. History moves in reverse.
Echoes of life, drink from the well to ascend. Gods are awoken. Echoes of life, tearing the threads of the veil again. Echoes of life, drink from the well to ascend. Gods are awoken. Echoes of life, tearing the threads of the veil again. Wandering hearts, unlikely friends, facing the fall together, never to part until the end, staring into forever. Wandering hearts, unlikely friends, facing the fall together, never to part until the end, staring into forever. Wandering hearts, unlikely friends, facing the fall together, never to part until the end, staring into forever. out of range. I was forced to change. Zeros and ones I bleed. We're brothers of the creed. Zeros and ones I bleed. We're brothers of the creed. Zeros and ones I bleed. We're brothers of the creed. Zeros and ones I bleed. We're brothers of the creed. just let you go. Turn around, turn around, turn around again. Laugh at yourself. It's not half as bad as you thought it was. It's not an epic that you live. We can dress it up in red if that's how you want it. But you better get out and I will still hold you back from the edge. Don't watch this fool. Don't waste your money on another broken renegade. Do it now, act faster and lie to yourself. Never heavy with the consequence you're running from. Never think about the way it was. We can dress it up in red if that's how you want it. But you'd rather get out and I will still hold you back from the edge. I will wait with you till the end if that's how you want it. I'll be your audience and I will still hold you back from the edge. We can dress it up in red if that's how you want it. But you would rather get out and I will still hold you back from the edge. I will wait with you till the end if that's how you want it. I'll be your audience and I will still hold you back from the edge. Will still hold you back from the edge. I will wait with you till the end. I will still hold you back from the edge.
Okay, I'm back. Let's continue crafting the shield. I'm kinda thinking, should we kinda be happy with just having cold res, max cold res? This has 3 levels. We did hit T1 before, but yeah, so this is 240 2400 rating, so the one that we want is 1 something, so this actually has just 1 tier here because the other ones are gonna be ignored. So you can think like this having a much higher rating, whereas this has 800 rating. And we might also hit this cold damage as extra chaos, which is... I'm not gonna complain about that one either, because if you hit T1, there are quite a few of them. If we hit T1, is that T1? Yes, that's T1. If we hit the T1 extra cold, there are 3 actually. So this one is the pretty low rating. That's 30% more damage. So we're kind of fine with either one of those. +1 to cold skill gems is still gonna be the best. But this one is even more rare than this one. So we're gonna be fine with either one of those, is what I'm saying. The thing is, we can actually craft it. I think we can craft it. Cold damage as extra chaos. Is there a tier 3 of these? Ultimate, no. How much is the crafted one? Let's see. That might actually be easier. Let's see. Cold. Cold damage is extra chaos. That should be crafting bench, yes. From June, you can do you can do 8%. And here is a T1 you can do. Where is it? This one you can do 13% and 8 to 10. So it's still like if you hit T2, that's better than a craft. So we're kind of fine with this or +1. So it's not as terrible as you might think. So we need to remove cold, add new cold mod. We need that. And kinda as a last resort we could just craft on it. If we wanted to do that, but we don't have the T1, so that's not like the best thing to do. This one might be online. Let's wait a second here. Probably not. This is kind of getting into expensive category. We could have left that res, which would have been fine. $35. Did they refresh this? Actually, I mean vouchers with item level 76. Remove cold. Add cold. There's copy vouch now. Ooh, that's convenient. They just added that. To remove... Oh, now it says how many you have to remove cold. Add new cold. This one also has 2 of them. Okay, this is for 20 kills, nice. I think he had just one. Trade request. What did you get me? To max cold res.
Don't say a word. You are the voice in the song, yeah. It's yours when
The straight. Yeah. We'll ignore it because we're doing this. It's not a big trade. It would be nice if he has more.
We are seen to carry this disease ungracefully. There are angels on our shoulders and devils between our knees. And I swear not to be a victim to the way we're supposed to be. I wish there were a certain penance.
What did you get me? Again the same thing.
I wish there were still people in this world with eyes that still could see. There is not a favored answer. We're just waiting for the day when we can be more than
That is
you think nobody can. I do.
who did I whisper?
Do. It's the same things. Now we
It was for 20 kills, so one of these guys.
gotta get it back somehow. Don't you
This one.
And just like you, I want to know just where I stand amongst the throngs of many masses. Heard it up, dressed like
I think most of the time we're gonna roll that plus.
stop and stare and wonder.
Wait, what did he get me? Chaos damage is extra cold 12%. Dude! He got me what I wanted. T1 chaos damage is cold damage is extra chaos. That's 13%, 12% more damage. That's probably as good as +1 chaos gems, cold gems. That is as good as it gets.
It's crazy, but we've gotta move past this. I don't remember making promises, but I can keep a promise like this. Don't be scared now. I know it's cold, but I have been here before. I know how this might seem, but it will get better. Yeah, don't try to fight. We both know that what's here inside is right.
Now we need to remove that fire that we had. So remove fire. Did we do fire? Yeah, we did fire. Remove fire. We should have that. Remove fire. Add new fire. Remove fire. Og fire. Remove fire. Add fire. Remove fire. Remove fire. There we go. Dudes, like it's really good. I mean, it's not the thing that we wanted, but it works. Ooh, that's kinda look at how shiny it is when you drop it. Because of Dumble influence, probably. We have to max all res, T1 extra damage, chance to block, reduce mana reservation. Dudes, like this one is crazy. So we remove the fire. Now we need to aug defense. I think I wasted all of those. We need to aug the defense first here with the strength on it, because now we have an open prefix. The suffixes are closed, and the suffix is also gonna be defense. So if we have open suffix, then we're gonna have hard time, because when we do remove add, we might remove the suffix, which is not gonna do anything basically because it's just one roll. So we need to have that strength there sitting. Augment defense. We do have. Remove defense. I don't think we have that. Remove non-defense. Yeah, we can just AUG it once. We'll need another AUG afterwards, but we can AUG it once at least. Anyway, why I'm going this far? No need for that. Okay, Max, welcome, mate. So AUG defense and hope for the best outcome. Increase TS. It's pretty terrible roll. Let's see what we got. Increased TS, stun block recovery, tier 3. That is not gonna cut it. We need something better. So we're gonna buy some remove, add defense. Probably if we can find lucky values, that would be even better. And it's gone. I don't know why this happens. I think this didn't happen in the beginning of the season. It started happening like recently. So it happens like when I open stashes, when I wanna remove the horticrafts, when I like remove them from the garden, it happens then. So we could actually do something else. We could. How much is the increase ES if we were to craft it on a shield? So energy. The crafted one is 74, and the one that we can AUG is gonna be even like, it's gonna be crazy hard to get, because if you look at defense, there's like this one which goes, this one is pretty trashy because T1 is 25, that's nothing. We have this one that is also pretty much worse than a craft. We have this one, which is better, but that one has 8,000 rating. This one to max, yes, he has a higher rating, but we have like chances. If we do lucky, then yeah, maybe. But you know what? Let's finish the shield. Let's just do remove defense, AUG defense. Let's see. That's AUG defense, non-defense. Okay, we need remove defense. Let's see how expensive it is to reroll them. Random defense modifier from an item, that's like 10 chaos, that's 10-20 chaos, not like that cheap. Remove defense, add defense. There is no lucky. You have to completely remove it, then AUG lucky. That can only be done as AUG. I'm a Russian player, Pyrian. I had speaking English. I have interesting for your build. Did you use Google Translate? And I had speaking English. I'm guessing that's Google Translate. And it's probably interested in the build. I'm not sure. So let's remove the defense. Remove the defense. Gonna do this one. I don't want 10 vouchers. Not online. Let's do 30 vouchers. Dude, like That's not cheap at all. I should not have ogged it. We're gonna be cheapskates. We're gonna remove that and just bench craft it. And then we know og defense again. Remove strength, og defense. And the shield will be done. It's not gonna be the best shield in the world, but it's gonna work. Like, the defense is... I'm gonna run out of currency if I try to make them perfect. I simply cannot sustain that much currency. Okay, that is for 35, I think. Let's see, who is that? The last one, ED World. Okay, 35 chaos. This guy, I need to split this up. Trade. Oh, he's doing trade with the other guy, okay. We have to wait. Okay, there we go. Was it 25 or 35? 35. Crap, the game crashed. He has my shield. What's the name of the guy that we did? This one. Why is my game crashing this much?
Many moons I've lingered lonely, many dreams I've overseen. Now I wait for one below me to arise and intervene. From the churches and the chapels came the ones we must pursue. And though I long to be unshackled, I shall see my burden through. Can you hear the choir sing? Hail the satellites. Watch the end of everything on this longest night. 1,000 eyes open inside to grudge me sight to see the end. 1,000 eyes, the curse of the wise, and to the madness I descend. From my final touch I ponder on the infinite and vast. In the blindness I still wander, though my time has almost passed. There are things I long to teach.
I'm not sure like what is going on. Let's try to buy these seeds. Why not? It might happen. Like, somebody listed a whole bunch of them. I think it's probably the same guy. He's gonna get spam whispers, a lot of that. Okay, so now we do we uncraft the strength and craft the energy shield. So we do energy shield. We have two options. I'm thinking that this one is gonna give more energy shield, though our base might... We'll try it out. I'm not sure like which one is gonna give more. 120. This one gives 144. Flat is better. And we didn't even hit like we hit the lowest value there, so we can replace it one more time. 155, kinda decent. I thought that increase might be better, but because we don't have flat, flat is better. And now we have closed off prefixes, prefix, 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 and we just need to aug defense and be done with it. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm not sure like what is going on. I'm guessing we're never gonna buy this. I mean for 0.5, because probably a lot of people are having same idea as I had. Let me see. Horticraft's augment defense. We have one. Okay. Not gonna happen. I'm not even gonna whisper. I'm actually gonna remove that because it's a bit annoying. Seed. Beep. Recover energy when you block. It might not be the best energy shield. We could have done with like 300 energy shield probably if we didn't have this +2 all max. But what you gonna do? Because if we didn't have +2 max, we could have done increase and crafted flat, or did roll flat and added the increase on a bench. So yeah, and once we add the quality, it might be 170 or something shield. I'm gonna be bit like low ES because we skimped out on a few items with the energy shield, so it's gonna be bit hard there. Let's see what we made. Let's see. I'm gonna do trade. I'm going to do mana, block, this and this. There is one for 20x. However, mine is better because okay, this guy has +2 cold skills and cold damage is extra chaos, which is pretty nice, and he didn't craft DS, so his might be, I don't know, it might be debatable which one is better. But mine technically does not exist. Does not compute, is what I'm saying. There's one for 17 exalts. It's probably worse than mine. Spell damage. Energy shield tier 8. All res tier 2. Mine is T1 res. So, like, mine probably simply does not exist. I mean, recovery you can craft on. So, yeah. We made a GG shield. I don't even know how to price this one at all. Because he has too many things that are really, really good. There's one for 20x there. Without this, as we said. And he has cold skills. Mine has the other one. So we're gonna put it for we didn't like, our base costed around 5-6x and all the crafting wasn't like that expensive, so we can't like be too crazy about it. So I'm gonna do 29. It is kind of crazy to put it even for that. So these are the GG items. These 3. This is what we made. This, like, we have 3 items now of VDS. So we have a helmet, we have a shield, we have boots. We need to craft gloves. I'm not sure what are we gonna do with the amulet. It's kind of a bit weird. So, and I think I'm gonna use baited rat in the beginning because it gives a lot of ES and it's really, really, really cheap. It does give like increased maximum energy shield. That's kind of why it gives a lot. And we'll have to make an amulet that has also increased max ES to actually have like a decent amount of energy shield. And this gives increased energy shield recharge rate, which is gonna be really helpful in the beginning. And I think I'm gonna use that maybe if I cannot get anything that's cheap. So the other thing is I kind of want this chance to avoid elemental ailments, which can be got on gloves, 25%, you can get 35 on chest if we kind of remove spell crit. And then I can probably add some, because that's a suffix, I can, that's actually a prefix, sorry. And I can add some res here instead. And get 35% there plus 35 stun, because that one is kind of better than the other ones. So I can get 35% there, 20, and on skill tree, I think there's one here. Well, elemental elements, so alcohol, that's 20%. So we have 45%, we're just getting this and helmet, 45, and chest is 35. That's 80, and if we do gloves, we can get even if we don't like get perfect roll on gloves, will be kept, and we don't do it on boots because on boots is kind of a bit expensive, and we get the boots with good res, basically good energy shield, so that we can get element immunity. We can then use any flasks we want because we won't need anti-chill, anti-bleed, anti-nothing basically, because we are immune to everything. So we have that on helmet, which is pretty nice. Get it on gloves, chest, skill tree, and later on we can get it on boots too. But I got these boots that have a really high energy shield, that are not like influenced, but have like increased crafted and T1 energy shield, T1 movement speed, which I think is actually better than like doing the other thing. When we combine the... It would be really hard to get good MS. I could have gotten Tailwind boots, probably, for less money, but I kind of messed up with crafting. I started crafting without Hunter Influence, thinking I'm gonna yellow Hunter Influence afterwards, and that was a terrible idea. So it's kind of like how we ended up here with these boots. But they are also pretty good. They have all res, which is gonna cap us, because we might not be as easily kept with other items. And we need the Assassin's Mark ring. We need the dexterity amulet, dexterity pen. We kind of have something that's in the works, but it's not yet finished. It has dexterity, it has pen, but doesn't have increased ES, doesn't have crit, doesn't have accuracy. It is bits. It can be finished, but it's gonna end up costing more. We could have started with a better base and had an easier time crafting it, but it's gonna be... I'm probably gonna buy a different base and add the Redeemer influence, and probably just sell off this one that has pen and dexterity. That is not important, but he has pen dexterity. You can see like pen dexterity 3-4x, and this one is actually worth more because while it has dex, this one has all attributes, kind of not as good. But here's your dexterity added, that's pretty broken. He did start with the global crit, Fire rates can be removed, increase max. Yes, this one is not finished too. It's halfway through. How you finish it is by adding control attack mods and rolling until you hit the thing. But I haven't hit it, so I'll probably like cut my losses with these 2 exiles that I did on control attack mods and craft a new one, because I can get one that has on it dexterity already, crit multi. I can do control attack mods and then finish rolling the cold stuff, remove control attack mods, add accuracy. That's how you would craft it. But I think I'm gonna just buy one that has accuracy, dexterity, so I can get kept and be kind of have something in place. Dexterity, accuracy, and I'll craft the increased DS, something like that, for a temporary amulet, because this one doesn't want to be crafted. It shouldn't be too hard to craft, but I don't have luck with it. And we get Assassin's Mark Ring, and I'm not sure I'll get the Circle of Fear, because it's gonna be really hard to keep the accuracy and everything, so I'm probably not gonna start with that one. And we just need to craft gloves, probably. It's not gonna be too hard, so gloves, and we kind of will finish it. We don't have too much currency, which is kinda a problem. Well, hopefully something will sell soon. We do have, like, they should lower the price and stuff a bit if we want to sell them, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I have to bail, go exercise a bit, and then I'll come back and maybe do a late night stream if I'm not too tired. Probably will do at least 2 hours before I go to sleep. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in maybe 2 hours or so.
She is the voltage, she is the shock. She's my girl, my motor girl. The floor's on fire when she starts to rock. She's my girl, my motor girl, my motor girl, my motor girl.
Faith in one and two to come, one for love, our passion succumbs, three to rise, salvation in mind, four to find our peace of mind. I'm lost but close, at least I've done my best, redeeming lies in the sides. Yeah, there's been some hard times. As we wait, we surely found, pressed our ears to the sound. Now we finally know the truth. It's time to put my time to use, to come home, back home, to find my peace of mind. Another night, the last in life, yeah, that guides my stride. faith to do this my way or the road. Well, eyes of gold, they looking right through my damn soul. I wanted to say, I wanted to say that there's nothing I would change. Forget these roads, 'cause no one knows how long to go for.
My time is drawing thinner. I'm just a tired old sinner. No chips left on this shoulder. No pride in growing older. But when your borrowed time is through, I'll be with you. Redemption.